One sector the Lagos State government takes as top priority is the education sector. This is because the state government believes that education is the best legacy any society can give to its younger generation. Consequently, the Lagos State government, through its Ministry of Education, has consistently introduced and executed policies of great benefit to its youths. One of such laudable policies was the introduction of quality assurance in schools. With the introduction, there has been a great improvement in the area of school inspection from what was obtained in the past. To further ensure the ministry taps into all the benefits derived from effective quality assurance, the Lagos State government created the Office of Education Quality Assurance, headed by Mrs. Ronke Shoyombo, a vibrant educationist par excellence who has headed notable schools in the UK and was also one of the few advanced skilled teachers in the United Kingdom. Little wonder she is so passionate about attaining international standard in education. Apart from being an experienced educationist who have touched the lives of the younger generation positively, Mrs. Shoyombo is also a qualified lawyer.
Office of Education Quality Assurance actually came into inception in March 2015. It's a year. Our time flies. We're so proud of ourselves of what we have done. And can I also use this opportunity to say a big thank you to His Excellency for all the wonderful support that he has given to this agency. We quality assure all the approved private schools in Lagos State. We quality assure all the public schools in Lagos State. And don't forget, our vision is striving for excellence. How do we make all our schools to be excellent? Believe you me, don't say it cannot happen in Lagos State. It is happening. We are on a journey.
Since she assumed office as a Director General, Office of Education Quality Assurance a year ago, the agency has recorded numerous giant strides.
Stakeholders are now clearer on expectations, particularly when it comes to standard. We actually work collaboratively with all our stakeholders to put the evaluation schedule together.
The agency also organized a series of events in order to ensure that its goals are achieved. Some of them are the meeting with public and private education stakeholders, building workshop for Lagos State Education District's quality assurance officers, the quarterly private school owner stakeholders forum, and the education quality assurance visit to schools in Lagos State.
The teaching we are expecting from our teachers now should be child-centered, unlike what we used to have before. The teacher is being told to sit back a little and allow the children to take ownership of the classroom.
I'm really glad that our school too has keyed into it. You will see changes, especially with teaching and learning in our schools. The teaching now will be different in the sense that we are now be pupil-centered. We are concentrating on learning, and I believe that will improve overall performance of our pupils.
It's something that is meant to keep the school on its toes and also to make sure that standards are being maintained within the school environment.
This particular directorate is the engine house, is what is going to ensure that all that has been put in is giving the right effect.
The quality assurance exercise is a very good one, because it puts us on a tour, showing us the areas where we need to improve upon, because no matter how good a thing is, there will be room for improvement.
It's not as if we're hearing anything new, but it is the presentation and the way it has been brought to us very clearly. And it has enabled us to be able to do a kind of self-evaluation and to hope for the best in our individual and our various schools.
The Director General highlighted the 7 areas evaluated during school monitoring.
We have 7 areas that we normally evaluate when we go to schools. The key area is achievement and standard, how good it is. We also look at teaching and learning. Not only that, learners' personal skills, care, safety and guidance. And please viewers, you will agree with me that is one of the most important areas in our instrument. Care, safety and guidance. We all need to actually guide our children to make them feel safe in the school environment. When they feel safe, then they can learn. Not only that, what else do we look out for? We look at leadership and management. How is it impacting on learning? Because it's good that everybody can know their roles, but at the same time, we don't just look at leadership and management at the top level. We look at leadership and management at different levels. Where you have prefects in the school, are they performing well? Are they actually making impact to the school day-to-day running? It's not about just the auditory learner. We're talking about the visual learner. We're talking about the kinesthetic learner. Do you take care of them? And also, can I emphasize here that we've done a lot to support our special needs children. With special needs, we're very inclusive. Let's cater for them. Let's make provision for them. In schools that we have been to, where they have not made necessary provision for our special needs children, we have advised them. And we still look forward to doing more with quite a lot of our schools. Because I tell you, every child is important in Lagos State, irrespective of their school status, whether public or private school.
As an agency, the Office of Education Quality Assurance is no doubt a work in progress, with so much to achieve.
We're not fully there yet, but I love the fact that attitude is seriously changing. Attitude of our children, everybody is seriously on board, that we all need to get our schools cleaned. I must say, from the schools that we have actually evaluated fully, we realize that 43.65 of them are good, 55.53 is fair, and we've got 0.79% of our schools they're not actually good at all, and that's poor. Out of 380 schools that we looked at, 109 happens to be nursery primary, and nursery primary schools are doing well. However, we still have problem with the early years, because where the foundation is not being properly laid, where people are not clear enough on curriculum, definitely we have a lot of work to do. But there's no doubt about it that all hands are on deck, and we are putting measures in place to see how we can support these children. Our Excellency is seriously working as socks off to see how we can get all these things sorted as quickly as possible. We are work in progress, I must say, as an agency. And what we are doing, the great thing about it is where we have found some schools to be outstanding, we look for schools within the cluster group that are fair or poor, where they can support them. But where we put all strategies in place and we feel they're not being supported enough, we feel they're not making good progress, then we wouldn't have any option than to see how we can shut down schools.
She further stated that with the support of the legislative arm of government, there is a high possibility of reforming education in Lagos State.
We monitor WAEC. The last WAEC that we monitored, we realized that quite a lot of students, they know the website they can go to, they subscribe to website, and as soon as we confiscate their mobile phones, few minutes after, answers are coming on those mobile phones. That is not going to be able to work this year, because I tell you, we've got very, very tight strategy to make sure malpractices are completely cut down in our system. And I believe all stakeholders will be ready to support us as well. We are working collaboratively with Safety Commission. We're working collaboratively with Justice as well, Ministry of Justice, to make sure strategies are in place to make sure everybody understands what the expectation is in our different schools. I tell you, even the children are much happier as well since inception of Office of Education Quality Assurance. The possibility to reform education in Lagos State is now greater, because where the lawmakers are seriously working with the sectoral group, people implementing it, to me, the sky is the limit now, because to me, I think where all stakeholders, everybody's hand is on deck, definitely we're going to achieve so much.
According to Mrs. Choyombo, our office operates an open door policy.
What we keep on telling school owners now is we're quite approachable. We actually decide on things together. We welcome them. We want people to open to us where they're struggling so that we can set up strategies to support them. And our doors, we have that open door policy where everybody comes into, where people can easily discuss what problems they have. At least downstairs at the moment, you will see that we have the banking hall. And within at the banking hall, we try as much as possible to answer customers within 30 minutes. I mean, that's a service level agreement because we don't want anybody to actually be wasting time in the secretariat. And because we're so approachable now, it's making a lot of schools to actually turn up to us to come and talk about their problems, about their situations. Sometimes we recommend textbooks for them because with textbooks, there are some textbooks that are nothing to write home about. Some of them, they're not relevant to the children's needs. And we do tell them all this. The only thing is I have to emphasize here that we don't actually recommend a particular author's book. All we're looking for is good quality books that our children can use for education.
We're now equipped with first-hand information about the expectation of inspectors when they come to our schools.
It has just given me a deeper understanding of the new things that are coming up in Lagos State.
Schools in Lagos are ready to support the government policy to make sure that our children in our school receive the quality education expected from us.
Slogan, which is 100% is achievable, will surely be achieved.
We are all going to be on our toes. It is to add value to the education sector, add value to our children, preparing them for the future, for the challenges, not making them mediocre.
We appreciate the quality control that she has brought into education. Not only that, she made us to understand that every child should be given opportunity, whether disabled or not, so that we don't reject certain children because of their disability or their inability to do certain things.
At the end of the day, it's the content that you put in that you get out of the children. And so if we're hoping to develop leaders, then we have to work hard at ensuring that.
Due to the fact that teachers in my school know that anytime quality assurance comes around, that they're going to evaluate and check the things I've done. The teachers in my school are always very, very dedicated because we have competent, dedicated, and well-informed teachers. A lot of facilities which we didn't have before, we're able to provide, such as classrooms, better classrooms, and a well-equipped computer lab. Well, the laboratories have been upgraded. Our hostels, which were inadequate before, they have built new hostels. The teachers now have learning aids. They have all the materials they need. So it has really helped improve the quality of education in my school.
They've helped us, like out of their little time, they've visited our school, helped us in different things and others in a lot of areas.
She also gave kudos to the state governor for supporting the mission of the agency. And she equally appreciated teachers, especially public school teachers and every stakeholder for doing a good job.
We have to use this opportunity in the last 1 year to say thank you to all our supporters, particularly all our stakeholders. Owners of private schools, you have really surprised us. You have actually supported us. Also, I must say a big thank you to all the public school leaders. I tell you, we're so proud of you. All those great things that you have done to support us, if I can just mention a few, will be the fact that a lot of good schools are now ready to intervene the underperforming schools. Parents, I must say thank you to you because you've been sending petitions, you've been sending your concerns to Office of Education Quality Assurance of whatever is not going well in schools. And definitely we've been addressing that. All stakeholders, I must say, the journey has been fantastic because of all your support. Once again, I have to say thank you to all the Tutor General Permanent Secretaries in all the districts, our wonderful Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, Our Excellency, Dr. Oluroti Adebule. Thank you so much, and even His Excellency. You've given us the platform to be able to actually work so well. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much.
With so much achievements recorded in just 1 year and more still to come for quality assurance in Lagos State, the sky is just the beginning.